Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I just want to talk about how a lot of churches nowadays are basically like a business. And I don't want to get too deep into a lot of things, but I just want to make the video kind of short. But I can make a part 2, maybe, if y'all want. But yeah, so, for instance, like the major church, a lot of people know about the Catholic Church, if you read your Bible, you know how basically salvation is free. God doesn't make you pay him in order to be saved. God doesn't want you to have a bunch of money so you can get to heaven. He says, work. You're not saved by works. So, the Catholic Church, they want you to pay them and, save for purgatory or whatever. They want you to pay them for that. And if you read your Bible and are informed, then you would know that that is wrong. And they're basically making money off of you. And I know some people aren't aware of, how things work, because a lot of people don't know their Bible front to back. And that's not to shame y'all or anything, but the more you know, then the more you will not be deceived. So, they ask you for money for that, which is wrong. And then another point would be how churches, not all churches, but some churches also, ask you for tithes and offerings and thank offering and all this stuff. And a lot of the times the money is either getting laundered or the money isn't going towards like outreach in the communities. It isn't producing job opportunities in the communities, and it isn't, helping people come into the church, bringing people into the church. So, of course, they ask for money and it goes towards helping the building, paying for the bills or whatever. But I'm pretty sure like churches are exempt from taxes, right? So if the church isn't really going out into the community, like, you're supposed to be God's hands and his feet. You're supposed to be working for him and saving people and being his disciples. So if you're constantly paying this money every week and, you're not seeing many new members, you're not going out into the communities, y'all not knocking on doors, hosting events or whatever to bring traffic into the church. So then what is the money going towards then? Because it should be helping that, unless you disagree with what I'm saying. Because I'm sure that's what the money should be going towards, bringing more people into the church so they can learn about God and keep it growing, not just coming there to hear a sermon, feel good sermon, and then go home and do the same thing week after week, but y'all not growing, y'all not changing your community, y'all not, doing that stuff. And then the next thing would be how, wait, I gotta go see what my point is. Yeah, the next thing is basically how, like I'm saying, they ask you for tithes and offerings and stuff, as they should, you are helping the church and stuff, but they are asking you to do all these things, and they're watering down the sermons nowadays. A lot of sermons ain't really talking about what's coming to pass. They're not really talking about really truth messages, like what's gonna happen with the beast system, all that stuff. You're not hearing a lot of preachers talk about that. You're hearing preachers talk about, oh, you need to do this, and God is a good God, and you have people shouting in the church, people happy, and then they still go home and do the same thing and come back to church next week, do the same thing, and y'all not really preaching what people need to be hearing. That's not saying all churches be doing that, but it's just to let you know to know that you are the church. God isn't saying that the church is a building. If you read the Bible, it says that we are the church. He lives in us. So basically, humans are the church if you serve him. So, don't feel like you have to go to church to be saved, because that's not how it works. And also, you need to focus on the relationship with him. Focus on knowing him for yourself. Focus on getting closer to him. Focus on learning about him, not listening to a pastor tell you what you need to do and then not learning for yourself. And, just going to church thinking you'll be fine because you went to church, but you're not getting a personal relationship with him. And, it's good to go to church. I just think if churches were more how they should be, more in the communities, more talking about real stuff, serious things, using that tithes and offering or whatever to really make a difference in the world, change a lot of people's life. You can see it happening. Then I'll be like, all right. But a lot of churches are not growing. A lot of churches ain't changing people's lives like they should be. A lot of churches ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. And some people are doing the best they can, but for the churches that ain't, I would say just, try to help them out or try to find another place that you feel at home at and that they're doing what they can to make a difference out here, a real difference, and that are actually pushing you to change and, they're serious about stuff. But yeah, I think that's what should happen. But just know, if you don't get anything out of it, that you should know him for yourself, read your Bible for yourself, get in touch with him for yourself. Don't be relying on the pastor for you to be saved or your church members for you to be saved, because if you don't know him personally, you're not growing with him personally, then good luck. But yeah, that's all I've got to say for real. And thank you all to be subscribing to me and making my videos go up. I appreciate all you guys. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Make sure you in your Bible, learning about him and listening to what he got to say, and not being, held back or whatever because of a church. But also, on the same breath, make sure you be going to church if they're doing the right thing, and help out each other, help out your church members, and help them grow where they can. But if that church ain't benefiting you and they're just more secular than they are holy, then I would say find somewhere else, because you're not going to be growing there. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.